5, 16, 19, 21, 30, 3 and 10. Check results. You remember?
It's gonna be sports heavy today. That's fine. That's fine, right? I mean, it can't be worse than yesterday. Yesterday was nothing heavy. It was just light dog shit. And this is going to be heavy dog shit. And I don't know why I'm thinking heavy dog shit is better than light dog shit, but like, if you're going to be dog shit well. You know? If you're going to be a turd, smell bad. Like, if you're going to be a turd, be deep in colour, have some yellowy parts, have good shape, smell bad. Like, if you're going to do it, go the whole way, you know what I mean? If you're going to be a murderer, kill at least 7 people. Go the full hog. Serial killer. And that's not half-assed stuff, okay? Whatever you're doing, like, just push it to the extreme. Anyway, 135, I think. Although I couldn't definitely be sure. It's not that I do this every day and I definitely should know the number. It's not that hard counting one by one every single day, but here we are. 135. A lot of sports. Chelsea Football Club recorded their first win since, like, before my birth, it feels like. I could honestly cry. Maybe I did. No, I didn't cry. I honestly didn't celebrate any of the goals, but the feeling I had after the game was, it was like magic. It was absolutely electric. I don't think I've ever experienced an atmosphere like that in my life. Absolutely electric. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But no. By the way, for context, we beat Bournemouth, and whether you're into football or not, you can probably tell the size of club Bournemouth is. By the way, I remember at work once there was this guy who was a Bournemouth fan. Notice how I'm saying the word Bournemouth. How I've always said the word Bournemouth. I've been to Bournemouth once. Little UK holiday. Went there for like 3 days maybe, as a youth, and I've been there. I've always known it. Always spoke of it as Bournemouth. And so in this scenario, there's me, the normal human being. There's then Bournemouth man. I think one of the guys is from Bristol. The other one was that. I mean, there was other people there, but I think he was like foreign. He didn't really have like. I don't think he was jumping with the ambush that happened, because basically, he was talking about being a Bournemouth fan. I was like excited, like, so he said, I'm like, what team you support? He's like, Bournemouth. I'm like, oh wow, you're like a Bournemouth fan. Like, that's really cool. And then he just looks at me like he's smiling, but like, imagine if I told you to smile and don't stop smiling, and I came back to you half an hour later, how that would look. Like, he's smiling, but his eyes look sad. So then I say it again. I'm trying to explain myself. I'm thinking, what did I just say a slur in there somewhere? I don't mean. I'm like, what did I say? No, because like, everyone sports like, top 6 sides. I always find it fun, to meet someone, and then he just cuts me off. He's like, say it again. Bournemouth. Yeah, and then everyone starts laughing, dying of laughter. That's what I thought you said. Like I was pronouncing England, or just really, like, I was pronouncing something really weird. Everyone's getting involved. I'm like, what? It's literally Bournemouth. They're like, no, it's Bournemouth. I guess if you're from Bournemouth, you call it Bournemouth. But the other guy's from Bristol. I guess if you're from anywhere south that isn't London even is south, anywhere more south than London, they don't bother pronouncing the N. So if anyone wants a heads up, don't call it Bournemouth around people from Bournemouth. Call it Bournemouth. Although that just sounds weird still, Bournemouth. I've never heard anyone call it Bournemouth before. I've called it Bournemouth for every year of my life, and no one has ever questioned it. Everyone calls it Bournemouth. Bournemouth. It's like when people tell me it's Nutella, not Nutella. Okay, tell me that every day for the rest of my life. I'm going to say Nutella. I don't care if I'm saying it right. If I feel like I'm wrong, if I'm right, I don't want to be wrong. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But yeah, where was we going with this? Oh yeah, Chelsea actually winning the game against Bournemouth. 3-1. Oh my god, and that's the craziest bit. We didn't win 1-0. We didn't win 2-1 even. We won 3-1. Whoa, crazy. Nosebleed. You know what I mean? Oh wow. Wow, we were. And I was just watching F1 a minute ago. Qualifying, that is. And I just, I turned it off after it got to Q3. Because Hamilton went out. I'd no one to fight for anymore. It was like, what am I going to do? Just watch like Perez and Verstappen. In before, it probably was like the best qualifying ever, and I just missed the last of it. But it's just like Verstappen's in there, Perez. It's just like no one I give a fuck's in there. Yeah, Norris went out in Q1 with Piastri. I think Albon got through to Q2. It was like Hamilton went out. As soon as I saw Hamilton go out and George went through, I was like, okay, that's enough of me for me for today. So now race tomorrow, Miami. Not the most fun, but I'll be there. Not in Miami. I'll be literally here, but I'll be here watching. So there's that. There was another sports thing I wanted to bring up, but I can't quite remember what it was. I'm thinking. I only really watch F1 and football. Like, I know the playoffs are happening right now, and everyone's gassed about that. I say everyone. Americans are gassed about the playoffs or whatever. And they, they say what they say, not like, just they and yeah. Beginner's luck. When you're like doing fantasy league or something. I remember I never really did fantasy league properly when I was in sixth form. There was a World Cup at the time, and we all made a team. And I think the rule was you couldn't change your team. So it was like, make a team at the beginning, and then you have to keep it throughout, and then just hope. Maybe that was the rule, I'm not sure. Or maybe it was like you can't change it for the group stages. I can't remember. But we did that, all picked the team and stuff. And then one of the guys who was picking the teams with us doesn't really like football, picks his team. I'm pretty sure he was top of the league. You know what I mean? It's how it goes. It's how it bloody goes, mate. Like, I'm gonna pick. Like the logic will be something like, I'm gonna pick. There's no good examples I can think of right now. I'm gonna pick. I don't know who any of these players are. I'm gonna pick Harry Kane because it sounds like hurricane, and he's gonna be thunderous on the pitch. And they pick him, and Harry Kane gets like 7 hat tricks. And you're like, well, and yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's like, if I had to pick NBA playoff winner championship thing, I find it weird that they're called playoffs, because I understand what playoffs are in football. Well, actually, no, it makes complete sense. Everyone plays each other to have a chance to play in the final, I'm guessing. Same. It's the exact same. I don't know why I'm being wrong, like not knowing on purpose. So championship, get the ring, whatever. Is it a ring? Or is that's American football? Do you get a ring in basketball as well? I feel like it'd be weird if you got a ring in football and basketball. I feel like the ring is a American football thing. Do you also get a ring? No. Maybe you get a ring, and I don't know. I think a ring is just American football, because I remember that like famous photo of Michael Jordan. I think it's Michael Jordan, or it might be Kobe, or whether he's like in the change room or something with like the trophy and whatever. What would be a cool little gift you could not gift? What could be a cool little like trophy you could get for basketball? Because like a little hoop. I guess a little hoop is quite literally just a ring. I don't know. Do they give out like singular awards? Like in football, you get the golden boot, you get like the golden glove and stuff. Do they give out like a golden shoe? Don't know. Don't really care. Don't know why I asked. But I'm gonna say, I know it's pretty much. People are saying it's pretty much between LeBron and Steph, which I mean, I could have predicted that from about 10 years ago. I could have told you it probably would have been that case. And I'm a LeBron guy. Call me crazy. I like the GOAT. I know. I'm a LeBron guy. So I hope LeBron wins it. I kind of like. I like new GOATs. I like Hamilton. I like LeBron. I like Messi. I kind of always want, you want to be living amongst greatness. I want LeBron to like become like the out and out GOAT. He's never going to be. People are always going to say it's no matter what he does for the rest of his career. I don't think people ever call him the outright GOAT. Like, I think he's kind of like Hamilton in the sense that he might be like a statistical GOAT. Like, Hamilton's got like pretty much, he's got like the most poles, he's got like the most wins, he's got the same number of championships as Schumacher. He's got like the most like fastest laps probably. Like, he's got all these stats, but people still, it's not unanimous that he is the GOAT. Some people would say like Schumacher. Some people would say, this isn't based off my F1 knowledge, I'm just trying to think of names. People would say like Senna. Or there's another guy from like old times that I know people fucking love. Is it Senna, or am I thinking of someone else? Senna, the one who had the crash. Who's the one in the film Rush? It's called Rush. Who is that guy playing? I don't think he's playing Senna. If he is, then fuck, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm rooting for LeBron. I mean, Curry's pretty goated as well. He's got a lot of rings, but he's part of them with that Golden State Warriors team. A bit of a dynasty going on at the moment. I look nothing like him, but I remember at school that was a nickname of mine, Steph Curry, and I had no idea who it was. I thought it was an Asian man. My own racist brain. But you know what? I was like I was 12 to 14. Okay. But I didn't bother googling it. I was always like that. Things were so easy to Google. There was the internet back then, but I would just happily be oblivious and not know things. It's like I would just always be like, "Is it gonna rain tomorrow?" And they just, I guess I'll find out tomorrow. Who's Steph Curry? What time is it? And I just wouldn't ever check these things. I just live in like darkness about it. But yeah, I'm about to head out. Got to do boat related bullshit. No one cares what I'm gonna say anyway. Have a boat. Haven't moved in a long time because I'm a bad boy for life. No, I just haven't. But then there was another spot there, and I thought it's fairly close. It's still close to the station. I'll move it here. Did crash it while moving it, so that's fucking great. You wouldn't think a like transportation device of a boat, which by the way is on the canal, which by the way is the slowest thing ever, goes about 2 miles per hour. Would you on paper you're not like, oh, this is something where a lot of crashes happen and where a lot of damage happens. You could be going at 0 miles per hour. If you hit something, you're getting thousands of pounds worth of damage. It's great. It's fucking brilliant. So yeah, I did that. Pissed me off, but I was about to say I got over it. Clearly I haven't. It was about 2 weeks ago and I'm still here fuming. I got an email saying you can't park here, whatever, move it or we will kill you, more or less. So it's like I got the boat ops on me. So I got to go move that. And I don't like doing it when people are watching because I do stuff like crash it. And because I don't move it that often, I forget how to like... It's not the driving. The driving's easy. It's the sort of... The steering, getting the sort of finesse to park it, especially when you're on. Very difficile. Très difficile. Have I done that today yet, actually? My French. What time is it? Time of our lives, am I right? It is 20 past 10. So I got to move that shite. And that's even if there's a spot. Like I want to go there assuming, I want to hope. Also, if it's 5 a.m, I don't really have to worry about trying to move it and then someone else gets in the spot and it's like, oh no, I've been cucked. So go early when no one's there. Dawn, I'll be tired. Probably more open to making mistakes, but just go there, do it early. Whatever. Get home. Watch the footy. I think Arsenal plays. That's what... You know what? I'm probably in a better mood. Look at the table today and all things could change for the end of the season. I don't want to put stuff out into the world. Not that I believe what I'm saying right now affects anything, but I would... For the 0.01% trust that I did, I'm terrified because, don't want to add to that. Arsenal... out and out, not first in the league. No games had, nothing. City are on the same amount of points as Arsenal, same amount of games played as Arsenal, and City are 4 points ahead. And it's joyous because I spent almost every day of this season thinking Arsenal had the league wrapped up and were going to win it. They were just locked on. They had all these results that was just going their way and it was going to happen, and then it didn't. And I smiled again for the first time. Hallelujah! Thank you, God. It's nice to know you're answering the important prayers. Save my family. No, fuck off. Stop Arsenal winning the league. Yeah, boy. It's like the Drake meme. But I appreciate it, man. That I'm not taking digs. It's just a bit of lighthearted banter. I know you can take it. He won't like that. Fuck, he won't like that. Anyway, I will go do that now, kind of. So that's all. That's fine. At least the energy was better than yesterday. Yesterday it was ASMR. It was quiet. It was bad, but we had to keep the streak alive. This is 1-3-5. I'm pretty sure. See you in 1-3-6. Here with the kids, and I've got 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet.